all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option, due to unusual rain and thunder, baby I wonder, would you just put your sweats on for me? Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for you. Let me lay a great time on you. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will. Come through and chill.
I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Hello, stranger. Babe's been waiting. Just as I recall that ass is still amazing. Playing, baby. Saying, baby. Love it, shit, you know I'm crazy. So go ahead and put a drink up. I'm so glad we got to link up. Yeah, it's taking that off me. Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for you. Let me lay a great time on you. Don't make me wait, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will. Come through and chill.
I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm cooking. Oh, Jesus. Say hi. How y'all say hi? We got business to take care of, y'all, because this some didn't happen up in this case. Don't talk back to me. I'm not the one, Cookie. What up, though? Hey, content creators. Hey, everybody. Hey, y'all. Hey, Cousin Tyra. Hey, sweet assets. Hey, Taurus Ground. Hey, Kiana. Hey, Miss Mary Wright. Hey, Kelly Davis. Hey, Miss Mays. Hey, Lucky Charm. Hey, Jazzy Jean. Hey, lies and more lies. I seen you crunching the people in the comments. What's that? You a love key. One of y'all. Y'all so messy. Hey, Miss Sandrine. Hey, Miss Deidre. Hey, Miss Kim Irons. Hey, Victoria. Hey, Mimi. Hey, Miss Kelly. Hey, Felicia. Hey, S.A. Rump. Hey, speak with your girl. Marcel, how you doing? Hey, Caramel, really? Hey, Terry T, baby. Did I get everybody? Hey, Miss Gloria. Hey, Charlie J. Hey, KBI. How you doing? Did I catch you in the last one? Hey, Diana. Dirty Diana. No. Child, let's get into this mess because we got some to put together today. Okay, let me show y'all a couple of things. Let me pull up the documentation, not the super chat. Thank you, Cousin Tara, for the $4.99 super chat. You better pick Cookie up, child. I did. You see, I tried to get a little physical with me. Y'all, Cookie, I done lost her shit. Okay, she's gonna get hurt, and I'm not the 1, 2, or 3 for her to be playing with. Okay, let me give you the money song. I still can't upload my new intro. Hold on.
Check. All I really wanna see is the. I don't really need a D, I need the. All a bad bitch need is the.
Hey, Truth TV. Hey. All right, so that's that on that. Hey, Miss Tanya. Hey, Lucky. I was just talking about you. Look at your ears must have been burning. Ain't the ears burning when people talking about you? Let me share my screen. Because this batch, have y'all ever seen a mentally unwell person try to play like they unwell? Yeah. This is what's going on here. Okay, let me share this little tidbit. Because your girl, Rick James, No-Esq, done lost her damn mind. Bookman is off the change. Hey, Miss Denise. Like, what is wrong with you? But they're going to get themselves in quite the pickle. Let's go through it. Okay. So y'all see here is her motion. Okay. And I see the judge must have gotten her ass and told her she better not put Esquire back on her damn name. Okay. Because that last document, her ass put Esquire on there. And the judge said absolutely not. Okay. You know what had happened. What is all this new stuff going on in StreamYard? Thank you, Miss Denise. I got a new one to show y'all. Oh, YouTube having some issues. Okay. I got a new one to show y'all. I got 2 more braided wigs. And one is from Love Me. It's a twist one. And then I got one that's with my cute little color. Y'all gonna love that one. Let me see here. Hey, Nene Love. Let me go back. All right, here we go. So plaintiff motion to strike improper portion of the March 31st, 2026 court's memorandum and order document 318 and March 31st, 2026 court order of partial dismissal document 319 under Rule 12F of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, and 2, motion for a disqualification and recusal. Thank you, Miss Mary. Under 28 USC. Hey, Miss Pris. Can y'all believe this shit? Let's get into a couple of things, okay? Comes now plaintiff Sarita LaShawn McNeil, pro se, and respectfully moves the court to do the following. 1, an order striking improper, immaterial, and prejudicial portions of the court's March 31st, 2026 memorandum and order, document 318, and March 31st, 2026 order of partial dismissal, 319, pursuant to Federal Rule 12F, as in Frank, of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure. 2, disqualification and recusal of the presiding judge pursuant to 28 U.S.C. Now, all I know, I'm not no attorney or nothing like that, but all I know is that's a big thing to do. That is a huge thing to bring to a court to tell the judge to disqualify the judge and tell the judge to recuse themselves. Judges take this very personal. Everybody in the court that respects the law take that type of thing personal, because judges have earned the right, earned the credentials for them to be able to sit in a judgmental state, for one, and be able to judge things without being biased and to be fair. So when you put something like this in the court document, your motherfucking ass better have something to back that shit the fuck up. Like, you better be on your shit. Okay? So let's just run through the introduction. Plaintiff's motions are necessitated by the court. I don't know this word. I'm not even about to try it. I don't know if it was sua sponte, inclusion of sensitive medical information purportedly derived from external proceedings into the March 31st, 2026 ruling. Despite such materials being outside the pleadings, irrelevant to the issues before the court, and highly prejudicial. How are they prejudicial? Hey, warm chocolate, how are they prejudicial? How is it irrelevant to the issues before the court when you in your fucking complaint accuse me and PBE of impersonating attorneys to get your recordings, to get your disciplinary recorded hearing? So the judge addressed it in the fucking in the dismissal and told you that the shit was fucking damn, it was legal. The court's actions violated fundamental principles of procedural due process, judicial neutrality, and adjudication confined to the record, warranting immediate corrective relief. In support of the motion, plaintiff states to the court the following. So let's go to, I want to go to the dismissal real quick. Let me share my screen. One moment, please. Y'all never mind what they done named this shit. Right, KBR? It be the audacity of this motherfucker. You brought this shit up. And you also brought up that PBE had mental health issues in this same fucking court. But when somebody bring up your mental health issues, you want to say that they broke your HIPAA laws. No, we're not doctors. And the reason you didn't turn down that damn litigation, the mitigating circumstances where you got a slap on the wrist for your first disciplines because of your mental health. You didn't turn them down then. But now you don't want nobody to know. So were you lying? Okay, so this was in your complaint, for one. Okay, this was in your complaint. Plaintiff brings the following 14 causes of actions against remaining 19 defendants: violation of the First Amendment right of the U.S. Constitution, violation of the Federal Trade Commission Act, violation of 5 rights of consumers under the Consumer Protection Act of 1986, invasion of privacy, false light, invasion of private, public disclosure of private facts. Your mental health issues were in the fucking newspaper. Stalking of a federal agent. Hey, nice to see me. Cyber harassment, conspiracy, the defamation of plaintiff's profession, trade, and business, libel per se, slander per se, intentional infliction of emotional distress, negligent infliction of emotional distress, all things that she's guilty of, okay? Filing false and fraudulent bar complaints and obtaining Missouri Supreme Court disciplinary hearing audio under false pretenses. You brought the shit to the motherfucking court, Bookman. You brought it to the damn court. Plaintiff alleges violations of the following federal and state criminal statutes in the counts listed below. 14, filing false and fraudulent bar complaints and obtaining Missouri Supreme Court disciplinary hearing audio under false pretenses. In connection with the plaintiff's appearances, her fellow content creators began to dredge up information about plaintiff and comment publicly on her qualifications and mental health. In particular, the content creator defendants shared information about plaintiff's disciplinary history with the Missouri Supreme Court, which again is public. You did the shit. So none of it is libel, it's not slander, it's not none of that, because you did the shit. And it's public record. As relevant here, on September 15, 2020, the Missouri Supreme Court suspended plaintiff's law license indefinitely, and they get a case. Here we go right here. Hey, Paulette. She trying to get the judge recused from the case because she dismissed it. An audio recording of the plaintiff's disciplinary hearing is publicly available online on a web page hyperlinked in her order of suspension. Case summaries for September 1st, 2020, Missouri courts, and they get the link because you want people to go look it up, I'm assuming. The related case summary states that an independent psychiatrist examined plaintiff and opined that plaintiff has certain mental disorders that substantially contributed to her misconduct, but that are treatable through therapy, therapists, and medication. This didn't pan out well for whoever gave her this damn break. It didn't pan out for them at all. Because what they do, instead of taking a step back, when you get disciplined and they give you a second chance, instead of taking that opportunity to get your shit back together and try to rebuild your sorry ass life, instead of doing that because you spent a substantial amount of time in school to obtain a law license, no, you don't do that. You bring your ass on YouTube to try to disrupt all other people's lives. Yeah. That part. And that plaintiff was unlikely This is what the therapist said. The independent psychiatrist, they might have paid them off, I'm not sure. But an independent psychiatrist examined the plaintiff and opined that plaintiff, quote, has certain mental disorders that substantially contributed to her misconduct, but that are treatable through therapists and medication, unquote. And that plaintiff was unlikely to engage in similar conduct after treatment and education. So what's the issue now that she's repeated this shit and escalated the behavior, all the while, all them years that she spent on YouTube trying to call herself educating people about mental illnesses, and particularly narcissism? Seeming like that's the one damn that she suffers from. Because she can't let shit go as well. On June 14, 2022, plaintiff's law license was reinstated and she was placed on probation for 2 years. And here's the disciplinary thing for that. On October 10, 2025, the Missouri Supreme Court again suspended plaintiff's law license pending final disposition of her disciplinary proceedings. Hey, public enemy number one. Yeah. Y'all see this, right? October 10th. Y'all know we read the documentation last year. 2025. Reread the complaints. 3 of them was from 3 people that we know. Myself, PBE Esquire, and Benny. Benny had his up in that mo too. Yeah. And those just the 3 that we recognize from there. It was 11 on there from other attorneys and all that type of shit that we don't even know about. And those was just the ones that they had just got by that time. By the time they had her hearing, because her hearing was scheduled earlier that year. And she was begging, well, her associates from the psychiatric clinic as well, in my opinion, always was trying to raise funds when it was time for her to try to get some money for serving and to get some money for the to get a lawyer for the disciplinary hearing. All that stuff coincided with the same dates. Yeah. Then she says, plaintiff complains that defendants have revealed personal information about her, a practice she labels doxing. Plaintiff alleges that the individual defendants have collectively disseminated plaintiff's government name, picture, and HIPAA protected information to a significant group of people. It was in the fucking newspaper, possibly in the millions. It was in the newspaper. They didn't say what the specific diagnoses were. But since you use the mental illnesses as a way for the mitigating circumstances, for that means they give you a lighter sentence because of this, we'll lower the consequences for you because it looks like you were suffering from this that you didn't know about. So they gave you grace in those cases. And what did you do? You spat in their face. Because they gave you a second chance. That's why I said, I don't think she's getting her law license back. Hey, sir, we'll go off. I don't think she's getting that law license back because why? They put on there, she is a danger to the public. I put in my disciplinary complaint that she was a danger to the public as a fucking servant of the court. And I also put a request in there for them not to give her any mitigating circumstances for her behavior this time. Because they give you those circumstances, they give you that grace so that you can correct the behavior. Like the psychiatrist said, with therapy and medication. That didn't happen. So that either means one, you didn't take the therapy or the medication, you didn't take that shit serious and you weren't on them. Or two, there are some deeper fucking issues that needs to be acknowledged. And with that being said, if they let that motherfucker off again and she do this shit again, it's going to be a fucking problem with the motherfucking Missouri Supreme Court. It's going to be a problem with them then. Because who's been monitoring this? Who's been monitoring her actions and things like that since she's been on probation? And then whatever monitoring or whatever it was has been limited, then at this point, y'all unleash this fucking beast on us. Period. Point to the fucking blank. Plaintiff complains that in July 2023, defendant Anthony Lothies doxed plaintiff using her subscriber information and contacted people from St. Louis, Missouri to dox her. And this is something that she did recite to Didim, that we can get y'all subscriber information from, because everybody got a YouTube channel. Everybody that's typing in the chat right now, you have a YouTube channel. Anybody can subscribe to your channel. That doesn't mean that when you subscribe to somebody's channel, we get all of your personal information. If that was the case, we would have been had True T's information. The fuck? So I don't know where she got that from, but she hung around too many content creators for me to believe that she really believed that. She was in the pocket of too many content creators for me to even believe that she believed this. And how do you know what people he contacted in Missouri, in St. Louis? What people did he contact there? On July 25th, 2023, plaintiff alleges that Natavia Garner, Felicia Moore, and Sierra Moore conducted a YouTube live stream where they allowed panelists to publish plaintiff's full government name in their chat. The person put S. McNeil. The person put in the chat S. McNeil. S. McNeil is what the person put in the fucking chat. And I think I got a screenshot of it in my countersuit. The person put S. McNeil. Because I think she put it in her complaint. That's what she said. Hey, PB Easy. That's what she said that the people called her. Anonymous or S. McNeil. And that's what the person said. S. McNeil, do you have were you suspended or whatever the case may be? They was asking her or some shit in the chat. And again, we can't control what people put in the chat. We're not looking at, hey, Missy, Kentucky. Yeah. Just a mess. Where they allow panelists to put her full government name. S. McNeil is not her full government name. Further, on July 28th, July 31st, and August 2nd, plaintiff alleges that Prosperity conducted live streams with Chef to publish a Columbia, Missouri article pertaining to the plaintiff's LinkedIn profile, plaintiff's picture, and other information. You mean like you did with us? Pulling up our information up on Checkmate and all that shit? How you did other people? You mean that? Raggedy bitch. Plaintiff asserts that defendant Melissa conducted a YouTube live stream in which she allowed a panelist to dox the plaintiff by publishing her full government name as part of the planned attack by the gang. Now, hey, Miss Arthurina, let's clear some things up again. Doxing somebody means that you're maliciously posting somebody's private information that they have private and they post it publicly, and they doing it maliciously to intimidate you, to harass you, to stalk you and bully you and all this shit, right? So let's say if and when how they put Natavia Garner. I go off Wente Talk on YouTube, but I used to go off Natavia Garner on YouTube. Okay, so if a person calls me or says that this Wente Talk is Natavia Garner, which it's the same profile, same thing, I don't mind or whatever. That's not really doxing or whatever, because some people used to call me just Natavia Garner before I started doing commentary on my own. I used to be on other people's channel as Natavia Garner, so that's that. But how she used to be online as S. McNeil or Sarita McNeil, and if somebody publishes S. McNeil Anonymous, is Sarita McNeil, because they mad at what she said about Martell in a divorce case, and they put that information out. That is doxing. Now, when that one person do it, anybody that talk about it after that, it's already been made public. Okay? It's already been made public. Now, the next doxing thing, now your name, your whole name is first and last is already public, and it's associated with your pseudo name. Okay? Boom, bam, pow. That's dox. That's the doxing. That's it. A million other people can say your name, Sarita McNeil, is anonymous. After that, that's not doxing you anymore, because the information was already fucking made public. Now, if the person goes to say, Sarita McNeil, anonymous, also lives at 123 Sesame Street. Okay? Now that's doxing her address. So when 2, 3, up to 100 million other people say Sarita McNeil, anonymous, that she go by anonymous on YouTube, or S. McNeil, and she live at 123 Sesame Street, that's no longer doxing you, because it was already posted publicly before. So all of these people can't repeatedly you can't keep redoxing and redoxing and redoxing and redoxing. Just like people say people is doxing them But they say that you don't have their real name. That means you haven't been doxxed. Because if you had been doxxed, everybody would know your name. Just like LB said that Didum doxed her. But we didn't know anything beside a LB. So this is just some strange things that I just want people to pick up on and understand. What the exactly, Miss Mary? 15 fucking personalities. That's it. Okay? 15 other personalities. Just because you have all of these pseudo accounts and names and stuff like that, and all of them is Sarita McNeil, that's on you. That's on you. Okay. Plaintiff also complains about negative comments made about her online. Plaintiff asserts that from 2023 to present, these defendants have called plaintiff a fake lawyer, fake bankruptcy attorney, mentally unstable, a fraudulent attorney facing disbarment for false and fraudulent charges. These defendants filed, etc. on public social media accounts like YouTube, Google, TikTok, and all that stuff. Plaintiff does not allege who made any particular statement, when, or how. She just said, and they put an insert in here, since July of 2023, these defendants would do social media lives, written community posts, and make oral remarks stating that plaintiff was a fake attorney. That's our fucking opinion. You can't sue. That's our freedom of speech. But plaintiff alleges that statements made about her on content creator defendants, YouTube live streams, and other social media accounts have reached millions of people. Plaintiff sought to prevent defendant Calvin from publishing her attorney disciplinary hearing via a restraining order and sought medical treatment when Calvin published the recording on YouTube. This is her right. She can do that. Not only did you try to call yourself going to the hospital, you went in the hospital when you had LB calling to SWAT her fucking house and say that she was having a mental breakdown and said that she was about to unalive herself online. You didn't mention this in the court documents, did you? Because you can't get no restraining order and stop somebody from doing that. You can't do that. Unless this person already have a restraining order against them for other harassing and stalking behavior, and you did not. On October 2023, plaintiff's relationship with fellow Love and Marriage Huntsville commentators soured further. In particular, plaintiff reports negative interactions with Vera Calvin and Natavia Garner, who are now both dismissed from the case. Period. On October 25th, 2025, plaintiff sent Vera PBE a letter to her Orlando address asking her to cease and desist further defamation, slander, libel, and doxing, and informing Calvin that I have already contacted legal counsel and they are actively preparing to file civil and criminal charges against you. Your legal counsel can't file criminal charges against PBE for obtaining records that's publicly available and playing them on her fucking live. We might have to revisit it tomorrow. Oh, Miss Mary, let's pray for Miss Mary. I didn't know you had lupus. Pray for Miss Mary. Get her some purple hearts in the chat too. Okay, because the purple hearts is for lupus, right? Let me get them some. Is it purple or green? There you go. She alleges that Calvin, PBE, Pretty Brown Eyes, and Wente Talk acquired the audio recording of her Missouri Supreme Court disciplinary hearing from October 25th, 2023 to November 5th, 2023, and that Calvin posted the YouTube a preview of the video purporting to publicize plaintiff disciplinary hearing audio set to premiere November 8th, 2023. But the judge said the screenshot was dated November 6th, 2023. On November 6, 2023, plaintiff filed a petition for an ex parte order of protection against Calvin, seeking an order prohibiting Calvin from posting the YouTube video she had previewed regarding plaintiff disciplinary hearing audio. In petition, plaintiff checked boxes indicated that Calvin had stalked her, caused and attempted to cause physical harm. How if y'all never even met each other? And placed or attempted to place her in apprehension of immediate physical harm, among other acts. You need to be worrying about them people that you was fucking over in them cases causing your ass physical damn harm. In the petition, plaintiff checked boxes indicating that Calvin... Oh, I read that. The order of protection was granted the next day, prohibiting Calvin from communicating with the plaintiff in any manner or through any medium, setting a hearing on the matter on November 20th, 2023. The same day, Calvin allegedly filed a fraudulent bar complaint against plaintiff. Also, the same day, plaintiff conducted a legal team at YouTube and Google seeking to suspend Calvin's YouTube channel. All because you're trying to stop her from from playing your disciplinary hearing. No, ma'am. That's not how any of this works. You can't stop her from playing that fucking disciplinary hearing. And that's not contacting you or anything. But all she did here was show the fucking judge that all the stuff she'll do to try to get what she wants, to stop people from putting the light, and it ain't false, the true light on her fucking behavior, her reckless ass behavior. This is all she did in that complaint, was show the judge the lengths that she would go to when people not doing what the fuck she want. Plaintiff also sought the Orlando Police Department's help in preventing Calvin from publishing the disciplinary hearing information. Plaintiff filed a police report against Calvin and spoke on the phone with Orlando Police Department officer on November 8th to provide an official statement and inform the officer about plaintiff's order of protection against Calvin. Plaintiff reports that she also told officer that Calvin had been threatening her life from October 25 to 2023. Then why did you just now file an order of protection in November when she decided to play your disciplinary hearing? Why only then were you so motherfucking scared and she had been threatening your life? Because that should have been the complaint that you've been filing first, not to try to stop her from filing that fucking damn playing that damn disciplinary hearing. But again, y'all see, this is, hey Miss Cheryl, y'all see, and Kelly, y'all see, this is what they do when they don't get what the fuck they want. Plaintiff needed the officer to enforce the November 7, 2003 ex parte order of protection, adult to stop her from doing the November 8, 2023 YouTube live. Plaintiff allegedly asked officers to arrest Calvin multiple times At 7 p.m. on November 8th, plaintiff made another request for the police officer to arrest said defendant and stop YouTube Live by email correspondence. Plaintiff sent a third email to officer stating that Calvin was violating the November 7, 2003 ex parte order of protection adult and needed to have her arrested ASAP. Later that evening, plaintiff sought to report the officer to his superiors. So because the officer wouldn't illegally arrest PBE for planning a disciplinary hearing, which is not in violation of the court order, she reported the officer to his superior. Plaintiff spoke with the Orlando police sergeant and reports that the sergeant accused her of filing a false protection order, threatened to attack plaintiff's law license, and threatened to take her down. This is all what she's doing. Hey, Jess Jules, this is all what she's doing. This is to the police department. When the officer wouldn't do what she wanted him to do, she reported him to his superior. And then when the superior told her, get the fuck out of my face, we can't arrest this motherfucking lady. And if you call us again, we have to arrest your ass. Then she reported them and accused them of filing a false, said that the lady accused her of filing a false protective order and threatened to attack plaintiff's law license and threatened to take her down. Y'all see this? Plaintiff reports that Calvin and Garner published her disciplinary hearings audio on their respective YouTube channels on November 8, 2023, November 22nd, 2023, and April 17, 2025. In her amended complaint, plaintiff writes that she started experiencing heart attack symptoms after the chain of events occurred on November 8, 2023, and went to the emergency room at Boone County Hospital Center to be treated. Did you have any heart attack symptoms when you was damn harassing and stalking your motherfucking clients? Were you having damn heart attack fucking symptoms when you were motherfucking calling the IRS on your fucking tax clients? Were you having any heart attack symptoms when you were fucking trying to extort them to tell what they had told you in confidence? And make it public? Oh, you ain't had no fucking heart then, huh? Oh, Buffalo Bill looking ass. She further reports that she had to stay overnight due to her health ailments, and requires long-term treatment and surgery. So you getting a heart transplant? What's the long-term treatment? The long-term treatment was that psychiatric treatment, bitch. And that also means if you was admitted that night and all that type of shit, then how was you still calling the Orlando Police Department worrying about PBE and a fucking disciplinary hearing again, trying to stop something that you fucking did? The fuck? In connection with plaintiff's public appearances, her fellow content creators began to dredge up information. Did I read this already? Oh, yeah, I read that already. Okay, let's go back to the other document. Because I just wanted to show y'all that's the judge mentioned the stuff in that case because she brought it up. She brought up the disciplinary hearings. So the judge didn't just unfairly bring up the stuff to try to intimidate people or anything like that. She brought up that hearing. And again, like the judge told her ass in that damn dismissal, the stuff is true, ma'am. So it's not no defamation, it's not no libel, it's not no slander, it's not none of that. If the stuff that you fucking did causes you emotional distress, check yourself, boo. She said the court actions violated fundamental principles of procedural due process, judicial. Oh, I read that too. Okay. Standard review, striking an improper matter. Under Rule 12F, a court may strike from a pleading any redundant, immaterial, impertinent, or scandalous matters. See, this is what I'm going to file for the court as well, to get all of that stuff redacted and removed from the filings that's associated with my motherfucking name. Okay? Because that's all it was. It was immaterial, it was impertinent, and it was scandalous. To say that I called your ugly ass fucking Care Bear looking ass fucking daddy and threatened him where he looks like Yogi the fucking bear. Lying, saying that I called and made terroristic threats to him when I know he didn't tell you that and you made that shit up. Not even that, but you also submitted to the OCDC a fake ass bar complaint that you said your father filed. I mean, an IC3 complaint that you said your father filed on me. Lying. Because both of y'all fucking federal attorneys and y'all know an IC3 complaint is not the fucking proper damn way to file a complaint for a terroristic damn threat. And like I said in my OCDC response, if I find out that I want to know who the fuck filed that damn complaint. Because if it was your damn daddy, I'm filing a complaint on his ass too. Huggy Bear. Although typically applied to pleadings, courts retain inherent authority to strike improper materials from the record and prevent prejudice. But she ain't give a fuck. And then the judge gonna have to check these motherfucking citations too, because this is another reason why she got to prove to the court why she shouldn't get citations. Get sanctioned for citing citations that had nothing to do with her fucking point. Material and immaterial if it has no essential or important relationship to the claim for relief, and scandalous if it's improperly cast a derogatory light on a party. Again, this is your own fucking behavior. Yes, Paulette, everybody go to the hospital and all of them need to be going to a fucking damn therapist clinic and not going to that damn hospital. You don't have to record yourself going into the hospital and all that type of shit to be performative. Go on that motherfucker and seek treatment. And when people usually are having heart attack symptoms, they not recording themselves. And they not damn sure not driving, because that's a danger to everybody else on the fucking road, including themselves. Consideration of matters outside the pleadings. On Rule 12B motion, courts must limit review of the pleadings unless properly converting the motion to summary judgment under Rule 56. Due process. She just stating what they are and all this shit. Relevant portions of March 31st, 2000 court orders at issue under Rule 12. Examples of specific matters outside the pleadings that this court included in the March 31st, 2026 memorandum and order, document 318, that are redundant, immaterial, impertinent, and of scandalous matter. As follows. Pages 20 and 21. In connection with plaintiff's public appearances, her fellow content creators began to dredge up information about plaintiff and comment publicly on her qualifications and mental health. In particular, the content creator defendants shared information about plaintiff disciplinary hearing with the Missouri Supreme Court. As relevant here, on September 15, 2020, the Missouri Supreme Court suspended plaintiff's law license indefinitely, and they give the case thing. Bitch, this here, when she spoke about this here, this is a quote from your fucking complaint. So she's supposed to address the shit. Anyway, but I digress. The footnotes on page 21. The district court may take judicial notice of public records and may thus consider them on a motion to dismiss. Page 21. An audio recording of the plaintiff disciplinary hearing is publicly available online on the web page hyperlink in her order of suspension. Case summary, and they give the link and all that stuff. The related case summary states that an independent psychiatrist examined plaintiff. We read all of this in a thing or whatever. Argument. The court improperly relied on material outside the pleadings. What? The court's March 31st, 2026 memorandum of court document references plaintiff alleged medical. It's not alleged. Unless your private psychologist lied about the shit, it's not fucking alleged. That's what y'all presented in court. So it's presumed to be fucking true. And disciplinary history material not raised in any pleading. Yes, it was. You raised it. When you said that we impersonated an attorney. Not subject to adversarial testing, not necessary to resolve 12B6 issues, and was and did. This violates the fundamental rule that dismissal must be based solely on the pleadings. We played that in our motherfucking rebuttals and requests for dismissal as well. Everywhere judicial notice is permitted, courts cannot rely on extraneous facts to draw adverse inference about parties' character or credibility. Why not? Why not? The inclusion of such material constitutes reversible error. The included materials is immaterial, scandalous, and prejudicial. The references to plaintiff's alleged mental health and disciplinary background are wholly unrelated to the legal significancy of her claims. Yes, they're not. Because you accused people of this shit before. Highly prejudicial. Yeah, because that's part of your character. Designed to underline credibility rather than resolve legal issues. You don't have no fucking credibility. And you didn't have any legal issues stated either. Courts routinely strike allegations that serve only to embarrass or prejudice a party. So not a judge trying to embarrass you. You should be embarrassed from your fucking actions anyway. The court sua sponte actions deprive plaintiff of due process. The court introduced and relied upon external material without notice and without giving plaintiff an opportunity to respond. She did. She asked you to respond to why the fuck you shouldn't be sanctioned for this bullshit you put in these court papers. You had an opportunity to respond to disciplinary shit during the disciplinary hearing. A litigant cannot be subject to adverse judicial findings based on evidence she had no opportunity to challenge. You did have several opportunities to challenge the shit, but you too busy in there fighting about bullshit, that lying and all that type of shit to address the issues about what you have going on, because clearly you're mentally unstable. The court's actions create an appearance of bias requiring recusal. By independently introducing derogatory information unrelated to the pleadings, the court has departed from its neutral adjudicative role, created the appearance of partiality, undetermined public confidence in the fairness of the fucking proceedings, y'all. An objective observer would reasonably question why the court introduced prejudicial material not presented by either party. Y'all, hey, Miss Deb, I have to ask, how is you cool? How is you cool? How is you cool? How is you cool? What the hell is wrong with you? You added the Orlando Police Department, that sergeant, and a fucking damn officer that wouldn't arrest PBE because they wouldn't arrest her because she was about to play your disciplinary hearing. You introduced this shit you filed a PPO on her because to try to get her to stop from reading it. You put it in the fucking documents. HIPAA and privacy principles. While HIPAA does not create a private cause of action, it reflects strong federal policies protecting medical privacy. That's not they didn't give any specifics about your motherfucking damn diagnoses. They just acknowledged that you had some. And again, you didn't have any fucking problem using those fucking mental diagnoses to get out of that fuck shit your ass was doing. And what appears that you're trying to use the shit to get out of this shit right here, right now, by trying to appear to be loco. Courts recognize privacy interests and sensitive medical information. That's why they didn't list what the mental illnesses were, because that, my dear, would be violating your fucking HIPAA. You use the mental health, the mental illnesses that you blamed on your fucking father, but you also said that your father was a damn narcissist. So is that violating his HIPAA rights? And you said that several times on panels. You even accused your father of being in contact with Benny and giving your information out so Benny could fucking dox your ass. That's what you told did him. Do Pops know that that's what you did? That you accused him of doing this shit to you? Even where information is publicly accessible, courts must avoid unnecessary dissemination of sensitive personal information where irrelevant to adjudication. And in conclusion, for the foregoing reasons, plaintiff Sarita McNeil respectfully requests that this court strike improper, immaterial, and prejudicial portions of the March 31st, 2026 court order, documents 318 and 319, vacate or amend the March 31st, 2026 court orders to remove all references to extraneous and prejudicial material. 3, disqualify and recuse the presiding judge under 28 USC. And 4, grant any further relief as justice requires. How is you cool? How is you cool? How is you cool? That is the question at hand. How is you cool? Because what the fuck? What is going on here? But I want to bring y'all attention. What other case did the attorney have the balls to ask the judge to recuse themselves? What other case did we have on that we cover? Because this is what Black Titanic need to be worrying about. This what your ass need to be worrying about, Miss Educator. Because the way you write, the way that you cannot spell, the way that you cannot put a complete sentence together, who the fuck were you educating? Is giving those prostitutes. We didn't have the nerve to call your ass a prostitute. It was also, that was in the newspaper. When you try to sue the police department, the officer said a known prostitute, Helen Griffin. Do I believe him? Yes. You look like you've been through there, ma'am. In and out. Okay? So we didn't make up those allegations. So if you have a problem with somebody calling you a damn prostitute, because also in the Jane Doe case, now you can't say true T, I guess, in the Jane Doe case, since you ain't her mammy, she also put in those documents what? That we called her mammy a prostitute. Wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you say? Yeah. These are y'all words, not ours. Okay? I'm thinking if somehow Miss Judge Sarah, Your Honor, might want a little peek at that Alabama case again. What y'all think? What y'all think? Hey, Deshonda, what y'all think? Do y'all think that now Missouri might be interested in the Alabama shit again? Because now we have two. Y'all like that thumbnail? Now we have two alleged attorneys asking judges, hey, Prosperity, proper thighs, asking a judge to recuse themselves. Let me pull up the Alabama case real quick. We ain't gonna stay long on it, but let me pull it up. Because y'all remember old Karen Humphreys, right? Let me see. That was what, around July? Yeah, when y'all try to send this shit to the damn, hey Shauna, send this shit to the damn Supreme Court too. Let's see what's this about. Here we go. Found it. Let me share it. Remember this? Motion to set aside 725-25 order dismissing on with prejudice to recuse and to enter a stay pending a mandamus ruling. Comes now, Helen Griffin, and based upon understanding the facts and information, motions this court to set aside and recuse and for relief supported by the following. On has been made a necessary part by order of this court on 6/18/2024. This court ordered and declared document 113 on Oprah Winfrey Network a necessary party to the above style case, and OWN was therefore joined in this case. They didn't say they were necessary. They agreed for you to add them, bitch. But fruiticated representation on behalf of OWN, this case is compromised and bifurcated representations from one, Maurice Scott, who appears in the case as an attorney who has filed an answer admitting therein that he represents OWN concerning the conduct alleged in Griffin's countercomplaint, and two other attorneys, Kimberly Martin and Emma Duke, who also have appeared jointly to represent OWN against Griffin's fourth amended cross-claim. OWN has in no way has ceased to be a party in this action through one of its attorneys or the other cross-claim or by counterclaim. The court's 725 order dismissing OWN is erroneous, made in the face of a demand for recusal, and must be set aside for clear reasons set forth herein and on the record. Scott and Owen are inseparable in this action, as also shown in Scott's amended answer filed before the court. Because he mentioned them, that make them inseparable. Now here we go. The Honorable Judge Karen Hall has erroneously, while made a victim herself, now they're gonna make her a victim of the video hijacking of the court's 7/23/25 hearing, entered an order granting Owen's motion to dismiss Griffin's fourth amended complaint against Owen. Said 7/25 order was entered at the time in which the following motions are still pending that have been filed by Griffin without ruling, some dispositive in nature. Dispositive in nature. All dismissed. What is this? E. Amended motion for immediate restraining order / injunctive release and orders of contempt directed at those who have unlawfully plotted, coordinated, and carried out the unlawful video recording of this court's 7/23/25 hearing and other relief. Herein, the undersigned has demanded that the Honorable Judge Karen Hall recuse herself. So she has to recuse herself because, again, why? Because you didn't get what you wanted in court. To tell a judge to recuse themselves or make that request, again, it means that you're saying that the judge is being biased and that they're not being fair. That's a dink on their name. And y'all see, most attorneys do not do that. And now we have another case where you didn't get what the fuck. This judge let you run amok for damn over 2 years. So this is another case where you don't get what you want and you want the judge to recuse themselves because your arguments are so fucking strong that obviously the judge is being biased because you laid the shit out. Abso-fucking-lutely not. So, hey, Silvertine. Hey, Bootsy. And Silvertine, why you want to accuse me of hiding my videos from you? She anonymous want the judge to recuse themselves in the Missouri case because the judge dismissed all of that shit, threw the whole case out with prejudice. And I'm just showing the connection with her and this Alabama case because that lawyer there as well asked the judge to recuse themselves because she was so much she's a victim of a video recording. And I think Miss Karen Humphreys, the Honorable Karen Humphreys was about to retire, so she didn't give a fuck about this shit like that anyway. Or she retired because of this motherfucking case. So this is what BT, this what y'all ass need to be worrying about. This what you need to be worrying about. And seeing how much y'all gonna have to pay out for this shit that y'all fucking doing. So this is what y'all need to be worrying about. Because the Google subpoena is going to be handled. So we'll see then. Because you coming out talking a lot of shit, but I'll see mums was the word. before that court date. Why? So let's see what the hell y'all got y'all asses up to. Did I ever show y'all this? Y'all know that was made by Welcome to Red Block. Okay. So yeah, now that judge since you want to question her fucking authority and she let you run amok for long enough, you want to question her authority? I think now she might be very interested in that Alabama filing. Yeah. Because that was also a dismissal of on without prejudice, with prejudice. Now you want to take it to have the judge recuse themselves because your disciplinary hearing was brought up. Yeah, your character is going to be brought up too because you're fucking assassinating other people's fucking character with lies. And I think I might ask the judge to reconsider her litigation privilege. I'm gonna check and see if I can ask the judge to reconsider her litigation privilege that she's giving her for putting all that slanderous shit in them court documents against my fucking name. Because now she done put that shit on your ass, judge. Now she's saying you can't do your fucking job right. Now you gonna see how that shit feel. Now I want to see if you can reconsider because I think my name is just as fucking important. I want to see if you can reconsider that. Oh, I was scamming through it. They was in my comments trying to eat me up. I had to get their asses together. Talking about they hope True T get all our asses. That sounds like a threat to me. And I want to tell y'all too, please be careful what y'all put in my motherfucking comment sections. Okay, I done changed it to subscribers only, but please be careful what you put in my comment section because I am still very afraid for my safety. Okay? So I don't want anybody putting anything in my comment section that I can consider a threat. Because we have a psycho loose that continuously provide my information online. According to them, it's doxing. So they continuously doxing me over and over and over and over again. Okay? She was a tax attorney, not criminal or a general. Yes. But always, even the clients that she sliding to, the ambulance chasers that she sliding to people in court, then she fucking over them. Let me see if there's any updates on her Missouri. When is her hearing coming? Because did y'all see what the judge said about that? Oh, they having an outage on here. I'm about to see if there's any updates. Still from here. Let me see if that recording on here. No, let me get out of this. I took my ass in some damn virtual hearing room. These documents, we can't click on these. Like, let me see. What's this one? Oh, okay. So she got a motion to seal some of that stuff, but it wasn't everything. Let me see. This right here is when the council left her ass. Non-payment. And this her latest suspension. The Chief Disciplinary Council has filed an information and motion for interim suspension pursuant to Rule 5.24, alleging there is significant evidence. Now, y'all hear this. This is significant evidence, but you see how she keep accusing us of filing false bar complaints. But they, in the OCDC, found there is significant evidence to demonstrate probable cause that respondent Sarita LaShawn McNeil is guilty of multiple instances of professional misconduct, is unable to competently represent the interests of her clients, and poses a substantial threat of irreparable harm to the public. See that? This court, now being fully advised of and concerning the premises, finds probable cause exists that respondent is guilty of multiple instances of professional misconduct, is unable to competently represent the interests of her clients, and poses a substantial threat of irreparable harm to the public. Now, therefore, and it is ordered that respondent hereby is immediately suspended from the practice of law pursuant to Rule 5.24, pending final disposition of a disciplinary proceeding predicated upon the conduct causing the harm. It is further ordered that respondent comply in all respects with Rule 5.24, procedural filings, a disbarment or suspension order. And y'all remember, in that other order, in the other disciplinary hearing, the judge, the stuff that she was doing was so fucking egregious. The judge said, oh, I didn't share this screen. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll put it up here. Let me put it bigger so y'all can see it. Change it to this. The judge said in her other one that, why are we not talking disbarment? The judge said that in the last one, in the last hearing. Why are we not talking about disbarment? That's how egregious her conduct was. And she didn't have no problem using those as mitigating circumstances in that case. to not get disbarred. So y'all already know right now, the judge about to be on her ass. This is giving straight disbarment. So yeah. Anonymous is there. And they said that then through anonymous license slapping. She had to mail that motherfucker to them. They got it under the clerk desk at the OCDC office, Tink. They got it at the OCDC office. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah, she's on some bullshit, but this judge here over in Missouri, because that's the one thing too, that you have some fucking nerve saying that this judge is not doing her job correctly when your pork and pie looking ass ain't even supposed to be in her motherfucking district court. Had your antennas filed this shit in the right jurisdiction, she wouldn't even be able to entertain this shit to dismiss your shit with prejudice. Smart guy? These motherfuckers know the law and know the rules for every fucking body else, except when it pertains to them. You accusing people of stalking you, harassing you, yet you know all of their information. How is this shit working? How does that work? You know all of their information. They don't know shit about you. Why you got all their information? Who's stalking and harassing? Something up there is not right. A doctor, a psychiatrist called y'all motherfuckers mentally ill. Not just me. Something is wrong. Hey, Rainbow Sun. Now I ran through like the Amtrak. That's what that officer said. Let me see if I can pull that article up. Oh, this is the one where they was trying to sue the pharmacy. If this is her. I'm gonna have to find that article because we read it over here before. Didn't we read that article before? Yeah, I think we read it before. Yeah, we read it before where the officer said, did y'all see the screen and saying that I'm having an error? We read the article before where the officer said she was a known 304, streetwalker, a common whore. The officer said that. All we did was read the fucking article. So if you was around there in Alabama turning every which way but loose, it's not an allegation on our part. We only was reading what was in the documentation, the article. Where you accuse the person of being racist or something, the officer of being racist or something like that because he said you were a known streetwalker. And the person name was Helen Griffin or Clark. I don't know. And also, why you so concerned about people being immigrants, didn't you say your fucking daughters were born in Africa? Which makes them immigrants as well, motherfucker. So when you go to report ICE on somebody, first of all, make sure you spell it correctly. And make sure nobody call on your motherfucking ass. They probably can't call ICE. Do ICE go to the zoo? Do ICE go to the zoo? Because that's about only place where they will find your fucking family at. Leave people the hell alone. So yes. Oh, y'all already know Miss Mary be cutting a something wrong with you, Miss Mary. Whoever in the neighborhood, please. Right, walking out there looking like damn Shamar and a damn California damn raisin child. Don't y'all get me started. Oh, did y'all know that Divorced Sisters was about to come back on? Divorced Sisters is coming back on the 15th. Tyler Perry, child, y'all know I can't stand him a little bit. But Divorced Sisters was pretty good. You know what? I enjoyed watching it. We ain't got too much stuff on there. Yeah, try to call some damn ice on some damn body. Motherfuckers, how was you educating the damn community? Is that why all y'all motherfuckers so ignorant? I want to see the damn credentials that you used to be a nurse. Because nurses, especially the older ones in that age range, hold themselves to a very high esteem. And you don't act like that at all, ma'am. You're giving an old ass fucking scammer. That's what you were. That's what I'm more inclined to believe that officer that said you was a known whore, common streetwalker. Because I told y'all, BT, now that body looked like she had a little thing dragging that wagon back in the day. Okay? I don't think the face ever hit on shit. She wasn't that bold, but she was, enough to throw some cat around, and cat ain't got no damn face, okay? They don't go fuck with shit look like a chewed up raisin. They still hit it if they whatever. Okay? Whatever. But yeah, nurse, I'm not getting that from you. Not at all. Not at all. Any nurses that I know that, especially coming from your era, very classy. Very classy. Very. Yeah. Talking about some damn the birth certificate. Your kid was born in Africa. Then we get the birth certificate to prove that Keita wasn't that wasn't true T. Like, when you gotta prove that? She said the kids was born in Africa. By way of which zoo? So we'll see what's going on with that. But yes, that's what I got right now. We might have to come back to talk about something else tomorrow because I want to see what this judge says to her. I can't wait to see what the judge said to her. And I also want to see if I can pull the judge little robe a little bit to the recusal request in Alabama. Okay, to see if the judge really now want to see if they can connect them damn dots. Okay, so yeah, and then when I get my little intro and outro uploaded, I'm gonna upload it up in this mode. Okay, well, y'all, thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all. Thank you everybody for the Cash App super chats, and I'll see y'all maybe tomorrow. My grandbaby and my son have the daddy daughter dance tomorrow, so I'll be over there early, kinda. So yeah, we'll see there. All right. Bye. Love y'all.